right?
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Okay, you know about your center bar, and I might reset you, so go ahead and get yourself powered up, and we're going to go right up there. I don't know how long it's been sitting, but let's, whoa, yeah, and let's just crank your windows. It's only like 70 outside, really. But let's go over there, and I want you to punch it, and I want you to punch it, and I want you to drive around.
You can punch it like this?
Yeah, and, you know, and drive over there and drive around the lot. Not on and off, but just gentle, keep the engine running. Because your battery is so low that there's nothing there. It's just, you got to start out with something, right?
Why would it be low just from sitting?
Because he might have had it powered up for a while. And, you know, just, it is what it is.
How long does it take to fill that battery?
Well, I'm going to show you how to do that. We're gonna,
I can go out this way, I think.
Go around and loop around. But, you know, I have to say that you did it extremely well today. And for not having a clinic, you did really well. Really, really well. And, of course, you know, you saw what the other people were doing. And they just didn't quite get it. But...
Well, they relied on their own preconceived notions and ideas. And I said, no, this guy knows how to do it, so I'm going to...
Yeah, you did good. You really did good. And you were keeping up with me, too. You know, and that was the cool part, is the rest of them kept falling back. I'm like, no, you want to keep up, And they'd fall back and use some EV, and then they get burned. We can go around there, and then we'll come back. And I just, starting off with 2 bars, you just, you know, normally you would never be down to 2 bars. But you must have had it booted up for a while when we're sitting around. And if you leave your Prius booted up, just sitting there, that thing will drop that battery, and eventually the engine will start on, and it'll bring it up some, and it'll stay running, and then it'll shut down, and then the battery will come down again, and it'll just do that forever. But go up there. Let's go back up over there. You can go back to where we started, and I'm going to show you how to force charge this thing, at least to get to 4 bars, right where it should be. You'll see it more at 5 and 6 bars than you will at 4, but you'll rarely see it at 2. Rarely. Let's go back over there. Okay, now I want you to spin it around so you're facing downhill.
Okay.
Face downhill. Face downhill here.
That's what we love about this car. You can spin on a dime.
Yeah. Now put your foot on the brake, left foot. The right foot, punch into the accelerator and get the engine running. A little more. A little more. A little more, right there. You're charging the battery right now, okay? And all I want to do is bring you up to about 4 bars. But while we're talking...
You don't put it in neutral?
No, leave it in drive, because that way it's charging the battery. Now, from the halfway bar to the left is all your EV, okay? From the right, that's your power. And on your power area, you only want to go from about halfway to about 3/4. Okay, from the half bar to 3/4. That's the efficient range of acceleration and how to use the engine. But sometimes you don't want to use the engine, and I'm going to show you some techniques to not have to use the engine. And when we glide, I'm going to show you how to force a glide. You're going to do this with your foot in about 2 weeks, because you're going to get used to this car. You're going to start playing it like a violin, but you already did really well on the fuel economy challenge, so I think you're gonna either pick this up already, you already know how to do it, or you're going to become really good with it about moving in and out of these different transition modes, okay? But what I'm going to do is we're going to get to the top of the hill up there. We're going to use no gas to get out of here. We're going to use no gas to about 16 miles an hour, and then at about 16 we're going to fire off the engine. We're going to climb up that hill, get up to 25, 30, whatever, and then we're going to get the engine to shut down. We're going to coast down the back side, and I'm going to show you how to force a glide with the engine off. Okay, we're at 4 bars right now.
Now, I don't want to go but about 3/4 in the power, halfway in the power.
Go ahead and pull your foot off the gas, and just stay right where it's at. She'll shut off in a minute. Okay, we're ready to go. Now let's reset your meters. Reset that one. Here, I'll do it.
Oh, you do it fast.
I'm guessing. Okay, put it in neutral right now. Let off the brake.
Oh, this is
The engine
cheesy.
the engine will stay off. If the engine's off and you're in neutral, it'll stay off. And you can do this even in your garage. You know that first when you hit it in the morning, no brakes. If there's nobody here, no brakes. We're just gonna make a right turn. If there's nobody over there, no brakes.
Nope.
No brakes. Oh, you could have made that out.
Yeah.
Ah,
Sorry.
that's okay. He's racing and you have 2 lanes here. You could have pulled out. Now gentle, very gentle, because you will not make this light, okay? You will not make that light. Very gentle, and we're just gonna EV up. Go ahead and put it yourself in neutral again. All we're doing is gliding to a stop here, okay?
Yep.
And what we want to do when we accelerate out of here, anytime you leave a stop sign or stop light, put your brakes on, neutral. Anytime you leave a stop light, stop sign, traffic impediment, you want to travel from 0 to 16
On electric.
on electric. Gentle. Do not bring that bar over that halfway mark, okay?
Oh,
Just nice and gentle, nice and gentle. There you go. You got a good foot control. And you can bring it up to get a little more acceleration up to the point, but just don't go over it, okay?
Yeah.
Just don't, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, right there. Okay, fire off the engine, just a little bit more. Don't stab it, right there. A little bit more, right there. That's the perfect place.
Yes.
You're driving this, you're accelerating in a very efficient mode, and that's what we want. And you're already up to 30 miles an hour, and just, now we're gonna do that drive with load thing. Remember how I said in speed droops, don't apply any more accelerator, leave it exactly where it's at, and you should see it droop. 29, and it stayed at 29. We're at the top of this right now. I want you to let off all the way now. Let off all the way. Put it in neutral. We're going to glide all the way where all those cars are going to be stopped down there. We're going to glide that whole way down. You climbed out of there at 40 miles per gallon. You climbed that hill at 40 miles per gallon. So you can do it. It's just a slow speed city stuff. Now you're going to see your numbers shoot through the roof.
you know what I tell people? I get just as good or better mileage going uphill as you do flat.
That's right. That's right.
That's very true.
They've just got to learn. Now we're going to get hit by this. We're already 5 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is start applying your brakes here just gently. You want to fill the pack nice, long, and gentle.
Oh, I see.
Because we're going to get hit at this light. But if you
Yeah.
if you slow down here, slow down a little bit more, slow down a little bit more, slow down even further, way, way, way down. Go to like 10 miles an hour here. Gently, but go down about 10. Go to 10 here. 10. Go to 10. Go right now. Go to 10. Go to 10. Bring it down. Bring it down. Way back here. We're smart braking. Now let off. Go to neutral. What I want you to do, if we can slow down back there, and if we could catch this on a green, which we probably can't, but if we slowed down back there and we went through this light at 6 miles an hour, is it better than going through at 0 miles per hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. By slowing down back there, it's called smart braking.
How about this guy behind me?
What's he going to do? Is he going to race to the light?
Yeah.
Is he paying your gas bill?
Yeah.
He's not. But
Yeah.
in many instances, if this was a
Straight
short...
here?
No, we're going to go straight.
Okay.
We're going to go right to the interstate and then do a loop. Slow down, slow down, slow down. What you want to do is slow down and try and catch this green. If you slow down back there,
Yeah.
you can... Even if you're going 1 mile an hour,
Yeah.
it's more efficient than 0.
Yep.
Okay?
Absolutely.
And now we're going to go through this EV. We built up a lot of EV going down. Don't go over the halfway mark, but you can go up to the halfway mark to get yourself up to speed, okay? Now, I want you to turn your left turn signal on and leave it on for 5 clicks. Don't go over the halfway mark. You went over the halfway mark, and now the engine's running. Now it's off again. Now slowly work yourself over there, okay? Don't go over the halfway mark. Now I want you to go to another neutral glide.
Right now?
Yep, right now. Get off the gas, because there's all that stuff up there. Who knows what's going to happen up there.
Yeah.
Let them go and get in there with brake lights. You
Gotcha.
see all that craziness?
Yeah.
Why is that guy on the brakes? He went through there about 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
There was no reason for it. Only use the brakes if that guy's going to come in. No, go. No brakes, no brakes, no brakes, no brakes, no brakes. There you go. There, you went through the roundabout at 17. That's perfect.
You want to go around?
Nope. We're going to go to the next one and then do the loop all the way around down there. Now, there is some traffic down there,
Yeah.
but we're going to try to get through it. Hopefully nobody will be in our way, but we'll watch what happens to these trucks. If they continue to up the street, that's good. You're good. You're going to make it. No brakes, no brakes. You're going through this at 17. It's very comfortable. Loop around, no brakes.
Straight through?
Nope, we're going to go that way. And stay to the inside. Okay, you can go back to drive now. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Do not go over the halfway mark, okay? Don't go over the halfway mark. Very, very good. Very good. And we're just going to follow this through and get out of the S. There you go. Don't go over the halfway mark. You're coming up close. Because we got to get through all this mess without using any gas. This is where the Prius, it's a weapon. Everybody else here is getting 5 miles per gallon going through this. No brakes, no brakes.
Nope.
And we're just going to kind of drive through here. If that guy doesn't come in, we're good. We're good. It's our, now once we're in the roundabout, they have to yield for us. So we're on good.
Straight through.
Gentle, gentle, gentle. We're going to go up to the light. Now, this is where we're going to use a little smart braking here. What I want you to do is let off completely. Let off completely. Go to neutral. There's a car coming in behind us. Let's move to the right lane. Do not use any gas or electric coming to a red light. Now, move to the left lane. See what we did?
Yeah.
We allowed him to go by. Now move back to the right lane. Did we impede those guys?
No.
Start braking here. Start braking here. Okay, let off. Let off. Put it in drive and gentle. Don't go over half. Don't go over half.
Through?
Yep, we're going to go straight through. Just pick it up a little bit more. Bring it close, right? Yeah, right about there. And we're up about 20 miles per hour. We're going to kick the engine on. Not yet, a little bit less. Right there, right there. Perfect. You have really good foot control. You're one of the better people that I've trained this week. Okay, right about 20 miles an hour, I want you to kick the engine on. Just let that leave. Go ahead and kick the engine on. Gentle, not that hard. You just tap it to go through it.
Right.
And then right about there. And we're picking up speed. We're working with traffic, right?
Yep.
That's what you want to do. Is you don't want to floor it. You just want to just work through the transition. And the engine will kick on. It's exactly what we want to do.
Yeah.
And you are really kicking butt. I mean, you're at 100 and you're doing your acceleration. It's really good. We're already above the speed limit, so I want you to slow down a little bit. In fact, let's use a little EV. No, keep it up. Keep going exactly what you're doing. But I want you to let the speed droop here. Don't apply any more accelerator. Speed's falling. 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32. And you didn't change your foot. That's good. Now I want you to let off completely right when we get to the top here. Let off completely now. Okay, go to neutral.
See, that's what you do when you're driving a semi. When you get to pull a hill, before you get to the top.
Oh, you're a semi driver?
Well, I used to.
Okay.
Used to own them.
Dispatch or something?
Well, had a business. We had to have. And what you do is you let the engine cool down, and then you drift. You drift down.
Sure. And we're going to drift down without burning any fuel in this puppy. Now we're already at 30, and we're going to be making a right turn at that light. So start to brake gently here. Not that hard. Just nice, gentle, easy slow down. Okay? There you go.
We're going straight through.
We're going to go right in. Now remember how you handle this. Parking lots, anything slow speed, let the Prius give you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You did.
Yeah.
Now, not only did you win the fuel economy championship or challenge, but you also finished up the highest. You were at 100 by the time you were halfway down that hill. Nobody has gotten 100 by the time they were halfway down that hill.
Well,
so you're going to finish about 105, 107, 108, and actual that's about 100. So just go up here and loop around and then face out. I'm going to show you some other things too. Very good.
Smart braking, is that what you call that?
What we were doing over at the lights. Of course, you finish at 100. You're about 110 right now because you were at 100 halfway down that hill, and then this was all just added on to that 100. So you did really well there. Now, if you have a downhill out of your driveway, you know how when you push the power button, you can open all the windows and cool everybody off. You know when you hit that power button, about 4 seconds later the engine starts, first thing in the morning when it's cold? If you have a downhill, what you can do is you can hit the power button, go to ready, go to drive to get yourself moving, and go right to neutral.
Neutral, yeah.
If you go to neutral, that engine won't start. And it's just enough to get
Gotcha.
you going down.
Yeah.
And then, in this case, like let's say you were parked here, you just get enough to get moving and get in neutral and coast all the way to there. And do I want to use my engine? Of course, when I'm on the road, I don't want to use my engine right here because it's downhill. So that's one thing. When you climb the mountains around here, it's very important to think about this. But because you're a truck driver, you know that the best way The way that the truck driver climbs a mountain is he doesn't have the horsepower to maintain 65 up a 6% grade.
Don't do it.
He slows down, and he's in the right-hand lane, and he's just working that engine. It's going to start working hard, but at least he's down to 25, 35, 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Well, what you're going to see when you climb the mountain, if you had cruise control on at 60 or 65 miles an hour, that thing's going to be jammed at power.
Pegged out, yeah.
Do what the trucks do, just on that really steep section for the 4 or 5 miles to climb.
Yeah. Pull back.
Pull back, stay in the right-hand lane, and it'll say truck lane or slower traffic, keep right, whatever. And even if you have to, use your emergencies because you're going to be a truck.
I was going to say, when you go over Snoqualmie Pass, we see it in the wintertime. People that don't know what they're doing, they drive with their flashers on. And like you said, if you're going to pull up Snoqualmie, you can put that
Right.
flasher on.
And what, instead of using your miles per hour, use your HSI indicator and only go about, up 3/4, maybe 7/8. But if you're in the power mode, back off a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't allow this to train you. Use this to train you.
Yeah. See, I was doing miles
The instantaneous.
Yeah, and I wasn't watching my power bar there. Yeah.
But you're going to find, and here's an example. Let's say you travel 4 miles up a 4% grade, and you got 20 miles per gallon. The next 4 miles, even if you get it free, you've got 40 miles per gallon total.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, but the Prius can climb that Snoqualmie Pass at 30 miles per gallon in some areas. Now, if you could climb that whole pass at 30 miles per gallon and you travel the next 4 miles for free, you've got 60 miles per gallon, and you climbed a mountain, true mountain, one of the steepest in Washington, because all interstates are limited to 6% grades.
Yeah.
So you just did that.
Yeah.
It's up to you at what you want. I'm not saying to climb the mountain at 25. It's up to you how you want to climb it. But for that little short 4-mile section that you do the heavy climb, if you go up there at 30 miles an hour versus 60 miles an hour, how many minutes do you lose? You lose about 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's nothing.
And yet you climbed up at 30, you got 60 miles per gallon when you climbed a mountain versus the other person in a Prius that got 30. So you have that option for you. So that's the way you climb mountains. Going down, watch the video, do what, all the stuff that we've done. There's more to it about warp neutral and the limits at 62. But you can use your foot to maintain yourself in warp stealth, in a regen area. There's a lot of things you can do going down the mountain to not only save, to not burn any fuel, but to absorb some of that and fill the pack. And that thing will climb, and you'll see it climb all the way to the top in some cases. And then when you get into town and you got this thing all jammed, you can drive 2 miles around town on EV because you got it all out of the mountain.
I've done that many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, around town. It's just all right here. You've got to be.
That's right.
Consistent, easy, light-footed. You're not a drag racer, in other words.
That's right. And I had you do 3 lane changes, one after another. What I was having you do is reverse passing.
Yeah.
And it just allows people to go. So if they didn't pressure you because you were out of their way, then you moved, and then you moved again, and you moved, and it's like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
They can race all they want, but they didn't pressure me to race over the top of the hill, race to any lights. You got out of their way.
Yeah.
You did good. Okay?
Yep.
Do you have any other questions?
You mentioned a video.
Yeah, if you go to this Toyota Yakima,
we got
they're
that.
going to have a link to that 86 MPG site. In about a week, they'll have the whole videos of everything. But you guys did really, really good today. And of course, not only did you win this challenge here, but you also got the highest fuel economy of anybody I've taken out this week. And there's been about overall 7 or 8 that have got over 100. You had the 100 the earliest. So that means you've got probably 110 built into here. And you did it in traffic. You were at 4 bars when you came in here, but it dropped one as we were sitting here. So you left and arrived at the same 4 bars. You didn't get anything from the battery, so it was all you.
Yeah.
Okay? Congrats.
Thanks a lot.
You did great. And $500 at Costco doesn't hurt either, does it?
For sure.
I haven't made this much money in a long time.
Oh, boy. That's better than working for a living.
Thank you.
Okay, now...